Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to yet another exciting lesson from SAGET Tech. My name is Joseph, and I hope you enjoy this one. And please don't forget to hit the subscribe button below this video for us to be able to keep producing more and more of these wonderful and exciting videos. Hello, once more, ladies and gentlemen. We are on grade 7 technology. Our topic is the term 2 topic, which is structures, and we are now focusing on landlines as well as mobile phones, as landline versus mobile phones. Remember, this is a building up to the pet project that it's done in term 2, which is the cell phone towers. We're starting straight away with the difference between the landline and the cell phone. We're saying the fundamental difference between the two is that landlines are fixed and cell phones are mobile. Now, you cannot go around carrying a landline receiver on the road in case somebody calls you, but with a cell phone, you can carry it anywhere you go. Coming to landlines, we are saying customers can only use landline phones in a single location where there is a wired connection to the telephone network. That is why you cannot carry it anywhere where you go in, because it use a wire. But with cell phones, they are wireless. For as long as you can get a signal from a wireless network, you can use that particular cell phone. That's why we are saying it's mobile. You can move with it wherever you go. Let us now look at the advantages of landlines over mobile phones. The first one is that landlines have got free direct call center as well as the phone direct book. You just have got to call 1023 and there will be somebody who will be able to give you the landline number of anybody who is affiliated or who have connected the landline in the country. You can also use the directory book, the Yellow Pages book. For as long as that person had registered a landline, you will see the name there and you can call the particular person. But with cell phone, there is no directory because we keep on changing cell phone numbers, and we are so many, I should think. And the second advantage of landline is that it is accessible during bad weathers and in whatever landscape you can receive it, because it is using a cable. It is not wireless, it's using a cable. So that cable is not affected by weathers. But with mobile phones, the reception becomes very bad or very poor when the weather conditions are bad. The third advantage of landline is that as most of the business sectors are using landline as their official mode of communication, those people who are having landlines can easily access those business sectors or those businesses. But when you're using the cell phone or the mobile phone, in order for you to call any business office, it becomes very difficult, because now the mobile phone, as you recall, it becomes very expensive when you call the landline. This was mentioned in the previous lesson. Now, the fourth advantage of landline is on receivers. The receivers of landlines, they are very cheap, they require less maintenance, and they do not break easily. Unlike cell phones, oh my word, with cell phones, receivers are very expensive. Although there are some that are a bit cheaper, but most of them are very expensive. And you would need to charge it every now and then. The battery go flat, and it is very expensive to repair a mobile phone. Sometimes you'd find it even better to buy a new phone rather than repairing a broken mobile phone. Now, The other advantage of landlines is that they are very cheap on local calls when calling another landline number. If you're calling a person next door, it's very, very cheap. But with cell phone, the pricing is based on the time spent on the line rather than on proximity. So whether you're calling a person next door or you're calling a person who's about hundreds of thousands of kilometers away from you, the amount is the same, you are charged the same. So proximity does not matter as far as mobile phones are concerned. We are now going to be looking into the advantages of mobile phones over landlines. And we are saying the very first one is that a mobile phone can be carried anywhere. Wherever you go, you can have it. Like this guy is having his mobile phone in his pocket. Whenever it rings, you just pick it up. If there is the network is good, you can receive that. Unlike the landline where the receivers are fixed to the dwellings, it's either in the office or in the house. Remember, it's using a cable. Therefore, it must always be connected to the cable. Therefore, you can't carry it. So with a cell phone, it's nice because it's using a wireless network. The second advantage of mobile phones is that it can make video calls and video capturing. It's easy to talk to somebody, seeing that particular person, or if the person wants to show you something, you just make a call, you just expose that particular thing to the camera of the phone, then you can see that person, that thing that that person is, or that person wants to show you. Unlike using the landline, which cannot capture videos, neither can it make video calls. Now, the third advantage of mobile phones is that you can text and make audio messages with the mobile phone, which is very advantageous to people who can hear and those that cannot even speak, which becomes a very big disadvantage when coming to a landline. If you can't hear, then I cannot send you an audio message. And even if you can hardly speak, it becomes very difficult to send a message through the landline. But with cell phones, you can text, it's no problem. Cell phones also have the entertainment unit that include gaming, radio, music players. You can even watch movies on your cell phone, whole lot of things. But with landline, no entertainment unit at all. The other thing is that with cell phones or mobile phones, you can browse the internet. You can go on your WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, all these social media platforms can be accessed via the mobile phones. But with the landline, you would need an external device to browse the internet. You cannot just use your receiver to browse the internet. You use the very same cell phone, should be connected to your line or your computer or laptop in order for you to be able to browse the internet. Lastly, cell phones rates are constant within the same country, no matter the distance. Now, with landlines, rates increase with the distance. You know, when somebody's closer to you, maybe your neighbor, it's affordable. But immediately when you start to call somebody who is very far, the rates increase and it's going to be expensive and more expensive. But with cell phones, it does not matter where you are. The rates are always the same. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you got a clear difference between mobile and landlines, mobile phones and landlines. And the next topic that we'll be talking about, it will be now the construction of a cell phone tower. Looking forward to meet you when we'll be talking or constructing the cell phone tower. From me, Asaf, from the SAGT Tech, please keep subscribing, and goodbye.